So today, exactly 2 years ago today, we started boarding planes and getting ourselves ready to do the Kilimanjaro climb, which was a major, turning point in kind of changing my view on things and changing my outlook on things, and the start of a very important journey for me. And I found it very impactful that the start of today's journey, again, you can see I'm sitting in an airport, is the start of a very busy couple of months and a very busy couple of weeks of just back to back to back to back to back events with Brave. The whole world is in lockdowns and different versions of what is going on in this new normal, as they call it. So I thought what I would do is pretty much document and take video clips throughout the days from now, probably for at least the next 8 to 10 weeks, and just detail what's going on, what I'm learning, what is happening, and all of those kind of things. So I thought I would start this just with the similar kind of feeling that I had when we were leaving for Kili, and a feeling of the unknown, a feeling of not knowing what to expect, a feeling of excitement and anticipation for what could come. Very similar kind of thing now, heading into these next few weeks with Brave. But I thought I would document this, as I say, for myself, and I will be uploading videos and probably putting them together at the end of each day and uploading them. And I think it's just, to understand that as much as everything around you might be chaos and everything around you might be unknown and everything around you that might be going on might feel like it's throwing you out of whack, but the more we start looking inward and the more we start focusing and the more we start looking at what that means for us, the more we can find other ways of looking at things. The traveling during this time is very nerve-wracking, and the leave for Kili felt like a very nervous time at that time. But getting on the plane is getting on the plane, coming to the airport is coming to the airport. Yes, there's a few different things that you have to do. They're a bit more strict on kind of why you're flying and what the visas are for, and there's a few more questions, and the airports feel a bit strange with there not being a lot of people in them. A lot of the duty frees are closed. But at the end of the day, you still have the choice to get out there and take it on and keep chasing the dream that you have. Again, I've told people a lot of times, your dream is only important to you. No one else is going to be as passionate about your dream as you are. And I had that same feeling when I climbed Kili 2 years ago. And I have that same feeling now again, chasing the dream that I'm chasing every day. And part of that is living and doing this vision of Brave Combat Federation with the company and with the partners that we have. And as I say, day one is off to a good start. We've managed to arrive in Athens. Now waiting for the layover to fly off to Romania and Bucharest. And it's also just, having a look at what it's like with all of this. It does feel a bit strange and it does feel a bit abnormal to what we're used to. But it has its own nuances. It has its own, way of doing things and way of being. It's almost like the feeling that I got when I was climbing Kili, that almost like you're alone in the world, and now going through the airports where it is almost a ghost town, other than the one aeroplane that's arriving or the one aeroplane that's taking off again. It does give you this feeling of self and time to be more aware of everything around yourself. And I think that's what happens when you start stripping all of these things away, is that self-awareness and just plain awareness starts becoming more important and more prevalent. So yeah, the first message I'm going to post today is just to tell everyone that during this time, take a bit more time to be introspective, have a deep look around yourself, take note of everything, be present of everything, which is what this is forcing us to do. And that can be seen as a negative or a positive. But we'll check in again when we arrive in Bucharest. And give a bit of an update of what's going on there and what the news is. But again, exciting few weeks ahead of us, and looking forward to documenting the journey and seeing if there's any comments, questions, anything like that. Just pop them onto the videos as well.